not everyone has the privilege of being born on the 28th. It is what it is. So there are some things you can do, fellas. For instance, if you're not born on the 28th, and I'm going to reveal some things for the first time today. If you're born on the 28th, you have a gift, which is you're able to manifest wealth at a much higher degree than almost everyone else. But not everyone's born on the 28th. And we already talked about Musk, Bill Gates, a lot of the richer folks who are either born on the 28th or 28 life paths in total, like Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal owns how many businesses? He's born, again, Shaquille O'Neal is 3/6/1972 is his birthday, man. 3/6/1972 adds up to 28. LeBron James born 12/30/1984. If I ever forget that one, you know something's wrong. 12301984 adds up to 28. See how fast I am? Hey, this is how you gotta move with it. I'm like Floyd out here. But when it comes down to it, not everyone's gonna have that privilege. But there are other ways. Vladimir Putin is not a 28. But you know what he is? He has a daughter that's born on the 28th. And he's way richer than Elon Musk. Vladimir Putin at least was a trillionaire. Not a millionaire, not a billionaire, a trillionaire with a T before the war started. I'm not sure if he's a trillionaire anymore, but let's make it. He has a lot of money. Had a daughter born on the 28th. So that's one of the things that you can do. But you know what? There's another thing you can do. And you don't have to be born on the 28th, and you don't have to have a daughter born on the 28th because, here's one of the things you can do. See, one of the things you want to do on the 28th is imprint energy. So you can cut your hair. Nah, I'm not going to do that. But, see, as a man, you can just shave a little bit of hair off. And you guys might be laughing out there, but I just imprinted that new hair that's coming in with 28 energy. See, that's something that everyone, see, if you're a man, you can shave your face. You can get a haircut. You're a woman, you can get a haircut. You're probably not going to do this, depending on what country you're in. But you can shave your legs if you're a woman. So there's things you can do to imprint the energy. Like I'm doing right now. See, that's all 28 hair. That's all imprinted with 28 energy. You think people are going to clip this up?
Gonna get the razor to the TikTok shop?
Yeah, let's get a razor to the TikTok shop. Let's start selling it on the 28, fellas. See, I'm imprinting with 28 energy. Some of you guys think this is funny. This is how the world actually works. I got the cheat codes. I figured it out because I'm a freaking 33. And that's what a 33 does. He cracks codes that were uncrackable before. And now you guys know. That's how it works. 28 is the number of wealth. I can bring up Elon Musk is born on the 28th. I mean, Elon thinks it's just him. Nah, buddy, you were born on the 28th. Some of that shit was given to you. Bill Gates was born on the 28th. Carlos Salim was born on the 28th. You're going to notice a lot of people who are in positions of power either are born on the 28th or their family members have something to do with that energy. Mark Zuckerberg is not a 28. Mark Zuckerberg is a 33. But
his sister?
When it comes down to Mark Zuckerberg, his sister is born on the 28th. Or what about Jeff Bezos? He's not a 28. But what about this? His first wife, Mackenzie, was a 28 life path. So again, all the richest people were sitting behind Trump over there in their inauguration. They all have a connection to that 28. Now, a lot of people would say, yo, Gary, you're out your freaking mind. Okay, let's go back to Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is not born on the 28th, but we all know he's richer than Musk. Even Elon said this. He has like almost $1 trillion.
Yeah, we don't know how much money he has. Yeah, there's no way to
quite
count.
frankly, I know he was a trillionaire before the war in Ukraine started. I know that. But how did he get his wealth? He got married on the 28th. He had his first daughter on the 28th. And that builds wealth. Napoleon. Let's go back to Napoleon. Napoleon was the emperor of France, and he had a strong run until he fucked up in his enemy year. We'll get to that in a second. But Napoleon married Josephine, who was a whore, but Josephine was born on the 28th. After he married her, whoop, right like that. It didn't happen. It never would have happened without Josephine. But, it also shows you guys, no matter how rich, how powerful you are, women still will cheat on you. Napoleon was the emperor of France. the Emperor of France, and his girl was cheating on him with every officer she could find. So I want guys to understand this, man. Learn numerology and astrology like I did. I've been married for 20 years. I got married to a virgin. By the way, I'm Jewish. She was Muslim. And I basically married a virgin because I was never going to marry an American whore. I don't give a fuck how that makes you guys feel. Or anyone else watching this shit. It is what it is. But I started becoming a millionaire when my kid was born on the 28th. Oh, yeah. I use this. I don't just talk about this. I use this myself. Yeah. You know, I'm not a hypocrite who talks about Christianity and I'm gonna, submit to Allah while I'm a Muslim, and then they go cheating on their freaking wife. I don't do shit like that. That's what frauds do. I believe in the sanctity of marriage, and quite frankly, we need marriage in society.
It's true.
This sexuality, all this other shit has destroyed fucking society. It needs to be fixed. You look at the richest asset manager in the world. It's not BlackRock. No. It's Vanguard. Because BlackRock is a public company. You can buy stock in BlackRock. Me, you, everyone watching can buy stock in BlackRock. Vanguard is a private company. And by the way, Vanguard owes 10% of Vanguard owes 10% of BlackRock. So who do you think tells BlackRock what to do? It's Vanguard. And by the way, Vanguard was founded 5/1/1975. So 5/1/1975 adds up to 28. And quite frankly, all you got to do is go on Google Images and look up Rolex. Look up Rolex right here. And you're going to find out every single Rolex ad has the number 28 in it because they know 28 is a number of wealth. This is how they lead. And by the way, Rolex is not the flex. Rolex, the company, was founded in the snake year. I'm born in the snake year. This is why I wear this. Not the flex because it matches my energy. I will never wear an AP. AP was founded in a pig year. That's what Elon should be wearing. He should not wear Rolexes. He should wear AP.
I love AP.
AP is a pig. You're an ox. You're fine.
Yeah.
No issues with that.
Well, I just looked up when Panerai was founded. It was founded in 1860, and that is the year of the monkey. So I have a watch where it complements my my rat year.
You see how this works?
Amazing.
You see how this works? This is how it's supposed to work. And if you guys take some time and put down your Bibles and put down your Qurans, and I have to say Torah, or they're going to say I'm a Jewish supremacist, so I have to add that one in there too. Okay? If you put down all your holy books and start studying numerology and astrology for a little bit, maybe the world will start making sense to you. Maybe you'll be able to be married one time to a virgin like I was, and you'll have to be fucking around with ran through
money. Everyone wants that bag. Everyone wants to make money. If you go to Walmart now, you'll notice all the prices end in 8s. If you went to Walmart 5 years ago, all the prices ended in 9s. What changed? Me running my fucking mouth. Also, the Chinese.
What's up with 7?
Hold on. We'll get to that. The Chinese started the Olympic Games on 8/8/2008 at exactly 8:08 p.m. So they went from the 15th biggest economy in the world to the second in a matter of a few years.
Yeah.
Because they implemented energy, numerology, with the number 8, which is all about money and abundance. So when it comes down to it, 28 is wealth, 8 is money. They have different characteristics, but it's all about having that bag. That's why you have an 8 within the 28. But basically, if you want to make money, start pricing your products in 8s. For instance, if you're selling a product for $3,600, sell for $3,599. 3,599 adds to 26, and 2 and 6 adds up to 8. You want everything to add up to an 8 because you see the big boys are now doing it. Okay. Walmart's now doing it. All of these people are now doing the same thing. Serena Williams, a couple of days ago, no, I think it was yesterday, tweeted out 8 is the best number. Why? Because she's born at a 26. 2 and 6 is 8. Someone told her that 8 is the number of money. How we doing, Serena? But when it comes down to it, you have to understand that people up here are using this. And how do I know this? Because they call me. These are straight up billionaires. People in the house of Saud, for God's sake. Who even knows how much money they have? Probably trillions. So when it comes down to it, if you want to level up in life, gain knowledge. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Learn as much as possible.
The more you guys think like me, the less of a chance anyone has of ever enslaving us. And that's just a fact. The more you guys start thinking exactly like me, it's a 3-day. What do you do on 3 days? You have a party. That's what you do on 3 days. I mean, listen, on 3 days, you got to be social. Threes are social animals. So on 3 days, you throw a party. That's how you go with the system. Now, if you're not a party person, it is what it is. But you know what you can do? Go out with some friends. On 3 days, to get the most out of that energy, you have to socialize. Now, I know that's not for everybody. But guess what? That's how you go with the system. That is exactly how you go with the system. Now, on 4 days, work. Got to work on 4 days. You know, you got something to do. You have to finish that kind of project. You have to do something. Put in work on the 4 day. I tell you what you don't do. Don't sell drugs on the 4 day. That's what you do not do. You shouldn't do that any day, but you really shouldn't do it on a 4 day. In all honesty, listen. This is all I'm trying to tell you. I keep it real with you people. I'm not going to bullshit, but let's keep going to what I was saying. If it's a 4 day, again, not a good day to be hustling. If it's a 5 day, listen, you had a trip to go somewhere. That's the best day to travel. If you can travel any day throughout the week, and you have your choices open, sometimes you don't. But if you do, go on the 5 day or the 5th, 14th, 23rd. You want to hear something real? I've been doing this for 20 years. And a lot of times people come to me. They're like, Gary, we've been trying to have a child for a long time. Doctors can't help. Nothing helps. You know what I tell them? I tell them to have sex on a 5 day. Sex, first vowel E. E is the 5th letter. Reproduction, first vowel E. Sperm, first vowel E. Sex, first vowel E. Starting to get the picture here? The English language, what some people call gematria, what I call letterology, because there's so many just bad actors in that community. I never want to be a part of it. I never want to be a part of the so-called gematria community because I think you guys are a bunch of nutcases. I really do. I think a lot of you guys might be, borderline mentally ill, quite frankly. Now, there is Gematria Club, and he is in GG33, and shout out to him. But a lot of other people in that space, we're talking Twilight Zone type stuff. Like literally Twilight Zone type stuff. So it is what it is. Moving on. On the 6th day, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Good day to call the family. Talk to them. Have a dinner with the family. 6 is about home and family. Maybe that's the day you spend home. Don't go anywhere. 7 day. Whenever it's the 7th, 16th, 25th, you do intellectual pursuits. That's how you make the most of 7 day energy. Intellectual pursuits. Now, I understand some of you guys aren't intellectuals, so that might be a little bit difficult. But at least you can pretend. 8 days. 8 days is all about that money. All about that money. That's what 8 days are about. So if you want to open a business, if you want to sign a contract, a good day would be an 8 day. 9 days. There's a lot of different things you can do on 9 days. But one thing you should not do on 9 days is indulge too much. And on 1 days, you probably shouldn't drink because that shit doesn't work too well. See, one energy tends to be aggressive. Okay. Now imagine this. You have aggressive energy and then someone starts drinking, which is haram, by the way. But some of you guys do it anyway. And by the way, I'm not Muslim. I just like that word. Because haram starts with H. H is the 8th letter. So that's why I brought it up. Okay, whatever. You're losing me. Or maybe I'm losing you. But regardless, it is what it is. On 1 days, people like to drink. On 1 days, people get aggressive. 1 day is probably the most likely you're going to have road rage. So, it is what it is. Now, 11 days, that's the emotional days. You will notice if you start paying attention, whenever it's the 11th, 29th, or any day that adds up to an 11, you're going to notice a lot of people get very, very emotional. Extremely emotional. This is something I've seen with my own eyes. With my own eyes over here, I've seen this countless times. One of my kids is an 11. And I don't even need to know it's an 11 day. Just based off his mood, I'll know if it is. That's how it works. And when it comes down to 11 energy, it's extremely emotional. So sometimes people get hit with that emotional energy and they just go ballistic. You know, the guy who committed Columbine, what I consider the most famous school shooting, he was an 11 life path, born on the 11th. So on 11 days, it's the most likely that you can have issues with planes. We had 3 planes have issues on December 29th, 2024. 3 planes worldwide. China, Korea, Canada, another one. Why? Because it was the 29th and 2 and 9 is 11. And I've said this many times. On 11 days, it's best, if you can avoid flying, you should. Now, I'm not going to say I haven't flown on 11 day. I have. But if I can avoid it, I do it. Because why take a chance? I understand instead of on an average day, the chances of going down, having problems with the plane is like, what, 1 in 5,000? On 11 day, it'll probably be 1 in 500. Still unlikely, but why take that chance if you can avoid it? That's literally what it comes down to. Why take that chance? On 11 days, it's a good day to work out, especially 22 days, those master numbers specifically. But on 11 days, that's something all athletes should do. Get that emotion out of their system. Go for a run, whatever. Again, I'm not an 11, but I'm just telling you what 11 should do. Now, there's good things you can do on 11 days. I think getting married on an 11 day for most people is absolutely a wonderful thing. You want to get married under emotional energy because love is emotion. And that's a good way to lock in those emotions to get married on an 11 day. I think that's beautiful. Now, some numbers should get, married under different energy, but that's a story for another day.